kind of honored, actually, that the government is that fearful about me that they're putting me in the same category as Jeff Bezos. And that tells you something. Remember, you only get flack when you're over the target. That means this show and what I'm doing in my books that I'm coming out with next year, it's over the target. It's providing information that the government does not want me to reveal.
This is the Kevin Trudeau Show.
I am exposing the corruption in government and in major multinational corporations. We're telling you the things that they don't want you to know that will make your life better.
The Federal Trade Commission and the people that run it, and I'll tell you, the guy who is the main prosecutor, I call him the assassin. I was told he's called the assassin at the FTC because he's their number one top prosecutor. He is going after Jeff Bezos. Bezos has done nothing wrong. But the Federal Trade Commission has sent him after Bezos and after me. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm in the same category of Jeff Bezos? I don't think so, but I'm kind of honored, actually, that the government is that fearful about me that they're putting me in the same category as Jeff Bezos. And that tells you something. Remember, you only get flack when you're over the target. That means this show and what I'm doing in my books that I'm coming out with next year, it's over the target. It's providing information that the government does not want me to reveal. And now they know what I'm scheduled to release next year in terms of the books. And they know what I'm scheduled to talk about on this show next year, provided I'm still on. The books that I'm going to be coming out with next year are Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About 2025 edition. Completely updated, completely brand new book. It's going to be much smaller, much easier to read. It's going to be brilliant. And it's going to give you the absolute cures, step by step. Here's the recipe, here's the cure for the top 25 most common diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, etc. It's going to say, this is the cure. Just follow this recipe. The government doesn't want this book out because it is going to blow the lid off the pharmaceutical industry. Again, people are going to wake up. They're going to be using natural, non-patented, non-drug remedies that work. And people are going to say, the drugs cause all the side effects. These natural remedies don't. Brilliant. Wow. And it's cheaper, and I'm saving money, and I feel better because the drugs are making you feel crappy. They're the toxins that are making many, many health problems. You know, a guy named Lay, he was the past director of the Food and Drug Administration, and it's on the back of my book, Natural Cures. It's his quote. He said, the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, is not protecting consumers. It's protecting the profits of the drug companies. Now think about that. The Food and Drug Administration, and this is the same in every country in the world, they're supposed to protect the consumers, but they don't because of politics, because of lobbying, because of money, because of power, because of control. These people are protecting the profits of the major national corporations, food companies, drug companies. The Federal Trade Commission and the various counterparts around the world in various governments, the same thing. They're protecting the profits of the companies. And why? Because if I'm the director of the FDA, and I know that if I do something that helps Pfizer is going to let my brother-in-law and my son get jobs for $1 million a year. That's how it works. It's the bribes and the payoffs. And they also know that if I'm the director of the FDA and I do something that Pfizer likes, when I get out, they put me on the board and give me a $10 million bonus. It's bribes and payoffs. I've talked about it on this show. So next year, I have Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About 2025 edition coming out. I have the book, Your Wish is Your Command, How to Manifest Your Desires, coming out next year. It's going to be spectacular. So I'm taking the original audio program. It's getting completely transcribed. And then I'm cleaning that up a little bit and adding some things. And it is going to be it will be called the Think and Grow Rich of our time. It will be the number one best-selling manifesting book of all time. It's going to outsell Think and Grow Rich. It's going to outsell The Secret. It's going to outsell every book out there on success, the law of attraction, and manifesting. It's going to be fantastic. The government hates that. They know that's true. And they hate the fact that people around the world are going to be getting empowered with the secrets to manifesting everything in life they want. The government wants you to rely on the government. That's how they keep power. They stay in power, and that's how they keep control over you. The more reliant you are on the government, the more you give away your power and control to the government, the more you start relying on them for services. That's when you give up all of your control and you become a slave. The government wants you to be a slave, and most people are because they're reliant on the government. You've given away your freedoms. You've given away your liberty. You've given away control of your life to the government for different reasons, for safety, for security, for all this BS. So the government doesn't like it when somebody like me or others are empowering you and allowing you to say, hey, I don't have to rely on the government. I can rely on myself. You know, there's a scriptural principle. You know, I'm going to be doing a Sunday show where I talk and teach out of the Bible. There's a scriptural principle which people don't understand. The Bible doesn't say that God will do anything. In the Old Testament of the Bible, it says, remember, this is God talking, and he says, remember, it is God that gives you the power to gain wealth. God doesn't say, I give you wealth. It says, I give you the power so that you can create wealth. It's a power that you have that you get from the universe, from the universal consciousness, from the universal intelligence, from the oneness, from infinite intelligence, infinite love, God, the Atman, Allah, whatever you want to call this infinite intelligence, consciousness, love, or energy. This is what, if you allow it to flow through you, you then have the power to create and manifest your life. And you have the power to have complete control over how you feel and your thoughts. Most people have no control of their thoughts. Their thoughts control them. And most people have no control over their emotions. Their emotions control them. Hi, I'm Kevin Trudeau. This is everything they don't want you to know about to improve the quality of your life. Broadcasting every Monday and Wednesday, 2 days a week now. Monday and Wednesday at 1 o'clock Chicago time. Make sure you tune in and subscribe to the channel and share these shows with everyone you know.